BGI is basically about an entirely new way of doing business. And it's actually the way that business is going to have to be done in the future.
That's just me. I'm like, oh, yeah.
What's different about BGI is that we bring environmental and social issues into every course. Many of our students come to us with strong social and environmental values. What we teach them is how to apply those values creatively to business.
And this is totally where the opportunities are in the 21st century. Net Impact is the association of business school students, some 10,000 of them at this point, who are most concerned with the integration of environmental and social issues into the business school curriculum. The Net Impact study was one of the most exciting things that's happened to us this year, which is a reflection of our students' feeling about our program. The fact that they rated it so highly is extremely gratifying.
I didn't know it was happening. I was so pleased when I heard the result. They asked students to rate their schools on a number of different factors, and BGI repeatedly ended up as the top school.
I come from a background in systems thinking and manufacturing. I joined the school thinking, well, I'll graduate with a degree. I was never expecting such a spectacular personal transformation.
Our entire educational model is built around the idea of a learning community.
And what I find so fascinating about having come to BGI, and actually I didn't know that this is what I was going to get, a spectrum of different kinds of people with different backgrounds and different kinds of solutions that they're trying to draw out, that it's those recombinations that happen in this community. They're so amazing and so valuable.
Business leaders increasingly need to be transformational leaders, and so a learning community helps each person become that transformational leader and provides a support network for them to do that kind of work in the world.
Profitable sustainability will be to this decade what the internet was to the 1990s, and I want to help make that change.
Our entrepreneurship program is based on a course we've been teaching for 25 years. Now, the venture capitalists had a very different way of choosing investments. They said, I'd rather have a Class A entrepreneur with a Class B idea than a Class A idea with a Class B entrepreneur. Who wants to do it is way more important than what it is they want to do. And this begins to make sense if you realize that nothing turns out according to plan. Whatever is written in that business plan is bound to be wrong. But the team of people that are assembled around that idea and their relationships with each other are things which will have lasting impact on the success of the idea. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. BGI students are continually winning awards for innovation. A team of BGI students recently won an award and became fellows of the Royal Society of Arts. Their challenge was to design strategies to reduce the miles the food traveled from the farm to the plate.
It was interesting and shocking to see how much unnecessary travel there is.
On all levels, I think there's just a growing trend towards understanding where our food comes from.
What I think is really exciting that we're doing now at BGI is this last year we kicked off year-long action learning projects.
You would be achieving the returns that Ali was talking about of 20%.
And in terms of the presentation of results, are you going to do a 5-year pro forma on that side of the business?
These are team projects in a whole variety of different areas. Projects with Cliff Bar that focused on their global supply chain to closed-loop manufacturing in Chaco.
It's about a $35 billion industry.
I think it's a real strength of BGI that we're addressing the need for students to actually practice the skills and competencies that they're building in the program, apply the theories, and get real results in the world and contribute as they're part of the program.
We have terrific faculty here. They come from all over the country. They're at the leading edge of their own discipline and at bringing sustainability into their discipline.
Now, it was really tough to get permission to do this. When they tried to do that here with the swales, the civil engineer said, well, you know, those swales will attract vermin. And when the developers realized that vermin is the engineering term for wildlife, they said, oh, we hope so.
Things are changing all the way around us. The only safe spot, which doesn't look like a safe spot, is your ability to live in ambiguity.
Part of the industry-specific concentrations is an advisory council made up of leaders of the industry. They help to shape and design the program. They work with students during the program, advising them on their projects, and they form relationships, which of course are very useful when you're looking for a job later on.
We're looking to the leaders of those industries to tell us what are the issues of sustainability and going right to the source, and then helping our students understand what those issues are so they're prepared when they go into that industry.
Well, I think BGI is magic, and I think the magic is from the people who show up and who are totally committed to making the world a better place.
I've never felt like I was a critical component of any community. I feel here everybody is an integral part of this beautiful tapestry that we're weaving, that is the image of the world as we want it to be. It's just empowered me to a whole new level where I feel like I have the capability and the skills and the talents to create change in the world.